Hi friends, welcome back. Today we're going to be watching season 3, episode 9 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which is called The Wish. Well, I'm trying to think back on my previous episode and what I said as sort of predictions, and I didn't really have any, and I feel like I'm still at that point. I do think that this episode has to be focused on the big bad, because they kind of seem to have taken the last 2 episodes off. So I do think that this episode is going to be more focused on Trick, on, you know, the mayor, on their wishes, whatever those may be, just pure chaos, I'm guessing. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and let's do this.
I detect worry.
A little bit. Slaying's a rough gig. Too much alone time isn't healthy. Stuff gets pent up.
We should try to do more socializing with her.
Yes!
Well, burial detail aside, does this cap us off for the day?
You got plans?
I cannot stress enough how much I don't have plans.
No luck reaching Cordelia?
Me during COVID.
Okay, we kissed. It was a mistake. But I know that was positively the last time we were ever gonna kiss.
Darn tootin'.
And they burst in, rescuing us, without even knocking? I mean, this is really all their fault.
You better shut up.
Your logic does not resemble our Earth logic.
Mine is much more dense.
Yes.
At least
No.
tomorrow's Monday.
Well, a minute.
She's still hurt. No, I thought we were gonna go back to Cordy being okay.
Hi, Cordelia.
I can't see her.
If you get the chance,
Just,
if we can talk, I'm here.
I don't enjoy this storyline for Cordelia, where she's hurt. No. Also, if this little talk about Faith means she's not gonna be in the episode, I will be suing, but what's new?
How is she?
I don't know. Amy said she looked pretty scary.
Why don't you guys check up on her? Oh, Cordelia, ma'am. I guess she's fine.
You can leave me alone. I need to figure things out.
But maybe if we talk about it, we could...
Look, I'm sorry this is hard for you, but I told you what I need. So I can't help feeling like the reason you want to talk is so you can feel better about yourself.
That's true.
That's not my problem.
That is harsh, but so true. So I'm Team Oz on this. Give him space if he needs it, Willow.
If anyone saw me hanging with Xander Harris's cast off on top of that, death, you know, but maybe. If you want to go someplace private.
What the fuck?
What?
Think about it.
I would kill all these people who surround her. Cordelia deserves so much better than every single person in the show.
Go ahead. I'm not even thinking about him. I am past it. I am living my life.
Still, don't you kind of wish?
I don't wish. I act.
Oh, okay.
Starting now, Xander Harris is gonna
Wish.
get a belly full of just how over him I am.
Grins of a sad person. Or maybe it's...
Xander, your hand?
Oops, sorry. Why oops? I mean, we always touch digits. It's a friend thing. Comfort. Like chocolate.
Maybe it used to be, but since we... It's different.
Exactly. I mean,
I'm sorry, but if I want to make things right with Oz, my hands, all my stuff has to be for him only.
she's still hurt. I swear to God, if Buffy doesn't go check up on her. That's right, Buffy.
I just wanted to see how you are.
Never been better.
Cordelia, I know what it's like to be hurt by someone. Hurt so much that you don't think you're gonna make it. But I told my friends how I felt, and you know what? They got a little better.
The writers throwing Cordy in the trash actually feels like a pretty good metaphor to just what they do to Cordelia. The poor lady. Oh no.
I think I finally figured it out. What my problem is?
Joss
It's Buffy Summers. That's when all my trouble started. When she moved here. I wish Buffy Summers had
Oh.
never come to Sunnydale.
Oh no, no, no. No. No.
Anya? She was like a good fairy. A scary, veiny, good fairy.
Just what?
Not that I care, but Xander Harris, he's miserable, right? And that willow freak he hangs with, not even a blip on the radar screen, right?
Well, yeah. They're
Don't say
dead.
it. Okay, we can go back to normal reality now, please. This has been enough.
Well, what do you know? Cordelia Chase.
What is this? Some kind of sick
Xander?
joke? Harmony told me you were dead.
Now, why would she say something like that?
Bored now.
No, not Willow too.
This is the part that's less fun. When
Holy
there isn't
shit.
any screaming.
Ah,
He wouldn't have died.
Willow. Hungry? I've lost my appetite for this one. She keeps looking at me. I'm trying to eat and she looks at me. Go on.
This is so weird.
You will find this girl. You will kill her before she contacts the Slayer. Or I'll see you two kissing daylight.
I want you to start again and explain everything very carefully.
You're in a big cage.
Not too bright, book guy.
Oh my god!
So you're a watcher, huh? Watch this.
I just...
Come on. Don't be a spoil sport.
Oh!
Today the plant opens. It's a big party. You remember I told you about the plant? All those people you tried to save? It's gonna be quick for them. Maybe I went too hard on you last time.
Damn, Willow, who are you?
Too hard? No such thing.
Watch it with those things. You almost got my hair.
Damn, Giles still has like a hero complex even when he's not a watcher. That's my man. Oh, that's... Is it Buffy? Buffy, are you saving Giles?
Buffy Summers?
That's right.
Damn.
Want to tell me what I'm doing here?
Looking rough, ma'am.
You're taking an awful lot on faith here, Jeeves.
Giles.
That...
Kill the bad fairy. Destroy the bad fairy's power center, whatever. And all the troubles go away.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's not that simple, but
World is what it is. We fight, we die. Wishing doesn't change that.
I have to believe in a better world.
Go ahead. I have to live in this one.
Cordelia said she knew that I was meant to be your watcher. She said she knew you.
She's probably just a big fan.
Oh, I'm interested. They're not gonna know each other, like, at all. That's...
Buffy.
Oh.
Buffy Summers.
Oh!
Where's the master?
They're at his factory. It starts tonight.
Factory?
I can take you there.
Okay, I guess we're not picking a lot.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I won't hurt you.
No, you leave that to your master.
In the name of all women scorned, come before me.
Creepy monster.
Do you have any idea what I do to a man who uses that spell to summon me?
Bring on the first.
Just not great things.
Open it up. You!
Willow looks legit like turned on by all this violence.
She's still alive here, see? For the freshness.
What are they gonna do to her? Because this don't look too good.
Welcome to the future.
Yeah. No.
Cordelia Chase, what did she wish for?
I had no idea her wish would be so exciting. Brave new world. I hope she likes it.
You're gonna change it back. I'm not afraid of you. You're
I
only
am.
paralyzing the wishing.
Wrong!
Oh no, this is just so weird seeing her fight. No, they're your team. Kind of, not now, but just but.
Buffy.
Oh, that's.
World now. This is the world we made.
Oh, this is so weird. No, No, don't kill Willow. I know she's a vampire, but please don't kill her. This is so weird. I can't. I'm so scared they would make Buffy die, and I know that it's all gonna revert back to normal, but I don't want to see that. Oh no! Go Giles! Go Giles! Go Giles! No!
I wish Buffy Summers had never come to Sunnydale.
Done.
That would be cool. No, wait. I wish Buffy Summers had never been born.
Done.
And I wish that Xander Harris never again knows the touch of a woman. And that Willow wakes up tomorrow covered in monkey hair. In fact, I wish all men, except maybe the dumb and the really agreeable kind, disappear off the face of the earth. That would be so
Oh my god! Man, what the heck? This episode was so cool. And I keep waiting for there to be like less great episodes. Like, I don't want to call them bad because I don't think there has been a bad Buffy episode in my opinion. But I mean, like, I keep waiting because in season 2 there were clearly like amazing episodes followed by okay ones, like regular ones, which especially if you compare it to how good the previous one was, you know, they're just not that great. And so I keep waiting for something like that to happen, and it literally has not. Like, since 303, because I do admit that 301 and 302 were a little bit calmer, but like I said in my videos, I think they were super necessary. I wouldn't take them away from the season because I think that they bring a depth to the characters and to just the way that the Buffyverse deals with the consequences of certain actions, you know, like Buffy running away. I feel like it took them a little bit longer to get to the really like Buffy of it all. And season 3, you can tell that they already got their groove in because it's been amazing from the start. I am digging this so much, and it just makes me so much, like, so excited to watch the next one. This was a really, really cool villain, and I love this idea of a wish coming true. I didn't think that they were gonna go down this route, and somebody pointed this out on my Patreon, so I hadn't noticed this because I sort of made a connection to Band Candy and Halloween. I said that they gave me sort of the same vibe, and somebody had pointed out that, oh, this probably because they both deal with things that like affect the entire, you know, city. It's not just them, it's something that's bigger. And I feel like that's the kind of episode that I really like. I have been noticing. It's always nice for me when we get away from just the characters, the small group of characters that we know and love, and we get to see things that affect everyone, because I feel like it just raises the stakes. And I feel like they were able to make a really, really interesting episode, even if we knew that things were gonna just revert back to normal. We're still able to like have some tensions, and I feel like they really played around with that by just killing everyone, and that actually really hurt. And Buffy's, I think, is the one that hurt the most, I have to say, because I don't know, just seeing her snap a neck, I don't know, reminds me of Jenny. It's just so sad, I can't. And I honestly was really holding out hope, and this is I know that it's a me thing, and I know I gotta get over her, but I was really holding out hope for Jenny to just randomly appear in this episode. But I feel like they probably wouldn't have been able to grab the actress, but I just mean, like, it would have been so sweet to see Jenny and Giles make it in an alternative reality. I think it would be so comforting to me. I guess I really want to talk about Cordelia, because in the beginning of this episode, it really sounded like this was going to be a Cordy-centric episode, and I was digging that so much, and then halfway through the episode, they're like, never mind, she's dead, and then just forget Cordelia. I felt like they were going to bring her back as a vampire or something like that, but they never want to explore these sort of storylines with Cordelia. I feel like they're always trying to give her the bare minimum, and that's it. I guess people aren't as attached to Cordelia's character as I am, so I guess I can sort of understand that they don't want to give her too many storylines or just too many things or make it too focused on her, because I guess people don't really love her that much, which to me just sounds stupid, but okay. And for a second there in the beginning of the episode, I really thought that now that she broke up with Xander, she was going to go back to her old friends, and I was kind of worried about that, because I feel like not only are they terrible people, but they sort of make Cordy a worse person. And I'm glad that she didn't go back to them, but at the same time, I feel like she would have. I feel like she's at a point where the only reason that she's not friends with them again is because they wouldn't want her and because they were making fun of her because of Xander and stuff. I don't know, I want her to be able to find this sort of confidence in herself and just good friends, because no offense, Buffy and the rest of the people are not good friends for Cordelia. They haven't, at least from what we saw, they don't really check up on her. They haven't been to her house. She was like, oh, have you heard how Cordy is? Excuse me? You mean to tell me that you're not calling her house every hour to make sure that she's okay, that she didn't bleed out, that her stitches aren't hurting? Like, I'm sorry. I expect some sort of concern for Cordelia, but I keep waiting for them to sort of just show that they care about her, and they never do. And so it's no wonder that I feel like given the opportunity, she would go back to the other group. It's because I don't think she feels like they really care about her, and honestly, this episode kind of proves to me that they don't. This feels unlikely, but I really want to hold out the hope that I talked about since the beginning of Cordy and Faith being, you know, just best friends, because I feel like that would work out well, because they have very similar personalities, and so I feel like they would get along well. And they both feel very alone because the group is sort of excluding both of them. So I vote make them become best friends and then screw the rest of the people who don't want them to be their besties. I say this as if I don't like Buffy, Xander, and Willow, but they're literally, like, I love them. But I just mean that, like, it sort of feels like their group is a little bit always too exclusive. I mean, I don't want them to have the same friendship as the trio, but I just want people to care. Because I feel like if Oz, for example, was at the hospital, I feel like Willow would care, but I'm not sure the rest of them would be awfully concerned. Rant over. No, just kidding. Rant is back on to say another episode without Faith. That is my one season 3 criticism. You cannot, under any circumstances, present me to an amazing character that I grow more attached to every episode, and which I think is awesome, and then just not have her in a bunch of episodes because you just don't feel like it. I just felt like it was fun to see Buffy and Angel kind of just working together after the previous episode, because they left in such a huge and important note of kind of just breaking up and just like that's it. And so I was sort of expecting, you know, some distance in between them, that maybe we weren't going to see Angel for an episode, or that maybe we were just going to see him being super alone. So this was a really interesting way of them keeping them like completely broken up, you know, but we still got to see them like together, and so it still keeps you up on your Buffy and Angel feelings of like, oh, it's nice to see them together and like finding each other in an alternate dimension and just helping each other sort of thing. I felt like Cordelia was gonna leave with a sort of idea in her head that like, oh, I guess Buffy does matter and things would be worse if she wasn't here, but that's not the message that they gave. They gave that message in the beginning once she like got to the alternate reality and noticed that like, oh shit, things are worse because Buffy's not here. So I guess it's nice that she had this realization even if she doesn't remember it. And I feel like this, because she doesn't remember it, I guess this was just a realization for us in the audience. I think that was probably the main purpose, for us to see how important Buffy is, you know, because things would be a complete chaos if she wasn't there and if she hadn't done everything that she just did through these last 2 seasons and 9 episodes. This is the part where Crazy Domi is gonna shine for a little bit. I wonder if they still plan on bringing the Master back one more time. I don't know, because I always felt like the way that they concluded this story left it a little bit open-ended for me. I was kind of waiting for him to come back, but I really thought that if he was going to, that was going to happen in season 2. So once we got to season 3, I kind of got over the Master. I was like, nope, I was being crazy, he's dead. Just, he real dead and just get over it, Dominique. But now that, you know, he was in this episode, and the fact that they were able to just, you know, get the actor to participate, a part of me is wondering, are they going to somewhat invest on a potential, you know, storyline for the Master? Have him come back for a few episodes? I feel like they could. I don't know. These writers, they could honestly do anything. About Willow and Xander, because I feel like this is one of the topics that I was thinking about this episode. In the beginning of the episode, I thought it was very interesting because I assumed that they were going to explore that relationship, that Willow and Xander were going to decide to be together for a while, and that was going to be gross, and so I was preparing myself emotionally for that. But it really seems like Xander wants to do it, but Willow doesn't, and so I thought that was interesting because of course I know that Willow likes Oz, like loves Oz, but at the same time I feel like she's always been so much more into Xander than Xander has been into her. So I was sort of expecting her to maybe give it like, I don't know, stay single for just a little while so that it doesn't seem too on point, and then actually go to stay with Xander. But she really seems to have chosen Oz, which I'm very glad, because I thought that they were the couple that was going to get back together. So I'm glad that they seem to... I know things are slow, but I have faith that if she actually respects his wishes and just stays away, that they're gonna eventually be able to get back together. And this is gonna be so controversial, and I can't believe I'm even gonna say this, but I kind of dig them as a couple when they were vampires. Like, I kind of dig Vampire Willow with Vampire Xander. I said what I said, but it definitely felt like they were mimicking Spike and Drusilla. I think mostly Drew. I felt like Allison was 100% inspired by Juliet. I think her name's Juliet, right? I felt like, you know, just the way that even the way that she kissed Xander and the way that she moved her hands and stuff felt very Drusilla. So I definitely think that she was inspired by that. And I wonder if this was just a choice from the actress or if they actually told her to, you know, try and be a little bit Drusilla. But I guess maybe because of that, it reminded me of Spike and Drew, and so I was like, yeah, this relationship could be pretty fun if they were both vampires. And I feel like an interesting point from this episode is just seeing these characters and where they would be like if they didn't have each other in a way. And I feel like to me that was mostly exemplified by just, yeah, I want to say Buffy and Giles, because it's interesting to see that Giles, even if he didn't have Buffy, like even if he wasn't a Watcher, he would still be fighting against the vampires and the forces of evil. And it's just, I really like the idea that even if he's not like forced to, he still wants to be involved in this and wants to do this. I don't know, it makes me think that he's kind of passionate about his job in that way. And so I like that we still got to see him doing that rather than just having a completely different profession. And Buffy, I feel like she's much more closed off, which I guess should have been expected. And I think that this is what, you know, alternate dimension Buffy showed me, is that she could be even more alone and she could feel even worse, and she could, you know, I feel like that sort of Buffy is so much more likely to get herself killed like we saw, because she's gonna go rogue because she doesn't have anybody to go with her, you know, and she feels like she's worse off than our Buffy. So it's kind of a relief to know that coming to Sunnydale was the right decision for Buffy, because I feel like if she didn't, that could be even worse. I feel like it's interesting points to bring, and I feel like the more you think about it, the more you're going to be able to analyze how interesting it is to see these characters in these different positions. And it was just overall very entertaining, and I really liked seeing, I feel like Vampire Willow and Xander might have been one of my favorite parts of the episode, because I was not expecting it. So I feel like it was such a fun twist, because we always see them as being, you know, the good guys. And so it's really interesting to see them as the bad guys, especially because I was having a really hard time not cheering for them as well. You know, when they were fighting against each other, it's like, who am I going to cheer for? Because I don't want Buffy to kill Willow, and I don't want Willow to kill Buffy. So like, I am a little bit on edge right now. Also, there was no like big bad this episode. Like I assumed we were going to somewhat see, that was like my one suspicion for the episode, is that we were gonna see the mayor and that we were gonna see Trick, you know, at least one of them. I really thought they were gonna go down that route, and they said no, but I am 100% not gonna complain, because this episode was chef's kiss perfection. And I guess maybe they're just saving them for the second half of the season. Just like the first half of season 2 was a lot more monster of the week-ish and just standalone episodes, maybe the second half of season 3 is going to be the one where things start connecting a little bit more, and it's more about the big bad. So maybe they're going to do the same thing to season 3. And I guess I want to see what exactly is their end game and their end plan, and just, you know, I'm curious about that, but it's kind of nice to be kept in the dark, just because it leaves you more time to be anxious about it and to be wondering what the heck they're going to do once they actually do something. Also, this is like a pretty minor note, but I felt like we always see Buffy being the one who kind of ultimately saves the day. So I thought it was kind of fun that Giles was the one to do it, because, and I feel like he's always helping, and he's always, of course, the reason that they're able to defeat people, the monsters and stuff, but I feel like he's never the one to actually do it. You know, I feel like he always just, as we would say in Portuguese, leaves Buffy in front of the goal so that she can score, kind of thing. But so it was nice to see him score the goal himself. This is a terrible comparison. I just mean that it was nice to see him be the one to actually break the spell and bring things back to normal. Okay, so the name of the next episode I just saw is called Amends. And come on, that really, again, makes me think it's an angel-centric episode. It kind of has to be, right? Especially because now, whenever I see like one heavy word episodes, I'm always angel. You know, like Revelations, what was the name of the other one? Innocence, and Becoming, you know, they're all angel-centric. So now I'm seeing this one and I'm like, okay, Angel, I know it's your episode. So I guess maybe it will be focused on what I have been dying to see, which is Angel being, I always say reintegrated into society, and by that, I just mean the group. Like, I want to see them at the library and Angel just sitting with them. That's precisely what I mean by integrated by society. So I wonder if this is the episode where we're going to get to see him, you know, just talking and interacting to people beyond just Buffy, and sort of apologizing for everything that happened, even though it's not really his fault, and trying to move past it. I guess I didn't know if they were going to be doing this episode sometime soon, but that is what the episode title leads me to believe. Thank you all for watching with me. I hope I will see you in the next episode. So yeah.